Alrighty, folks. Good evening. Just getting things prepared here for the net. Why is my volume so hot? Let's bring that down just a little bit. There we go. Getting things ready for the net. And hopefully all goes smooth. And yeah, my system's a little laggy tonight, so I'm not too sure what's going on with that. But hopefully we don't have any problems. Robert will be back in just a minute. See, we got a couple viewers out there already. Yes, I know I have 5 minutes. But I wanted to get things up and kind of running. I got my screen up and running as long as my computer don't freeze. Wonder if I should make myself just a little bit bigger in there. Make my operator grow. Gotta love the way this stuff goes through. And there's the co-operator.
Hello.
Hopefully he co-operates tonight.
I am here, ladies and gentlemen.
Why can't I hear you?
I thought
Oh, probably here.
you got
I'll
5
bet you this is why everybody else can hear you but me.
Robert.
There we go. I had myself muted.
Robert. Wow, somebody in the chat must know me.
Yes, we know that. That is our Teresa.
You sure?
Yep.
I thought she had a different channel.
She does, but that's on there. Where is?
Oh. I hope you'll check in, Teresa.
Oh yeah.
Is that you? Okay. Yes, Robert, it is I, the Teresa.
Check your Discord, the Teresa, if you get the chance. Ooh, 2-minute call. 2-minute call. I don't have my script up.
Oh no!
Preamble.
Okay.
Good evening, folks. This is Ryan, K1BLU. I will be your Sunday night Insomniac net controller. The Insomniac net will begin in about 2 minutes. And a clear frequency will be appreciated. Thank you much. 2, 1, 0.
Time to start.
Yep. My preamble isn't up. Nope. Open says me.
Come on, open.
Good evening, folks. The Insomniac Trivia Net meets every evening at 10 p.m. Pacific Time on the many repeaters of the Win system. I am just opening up my script here, so bear with me just a moment, and I will continue my spiel because I don't have it fully memorized. Okay, the Insomniac Net meets every evening at 10 p.m. Pacific Time. This is a directed net, so all calls should go through the net control station. For more information and connection options, you can go to www.winsystem.org. Tonight, as usual, I have one trivia question per person, each with a few possible answers. After I call the regular roster, then I will call for late check-ins, followed by guests and visitors to the net, which will be in about 60 minutes from now. If you are listening on a scanner, consider getting your own ham radio license and joining us. If necessary, you may email your check-in to me at K1BLU@winsystem.org. You may also join our email list by going to www.insomniac-group.com. This service is free, and you'll receive a question and answer in your own email inbox. After all of the check-ins, I'll read the statistics for the questions. We only have two rules here on the Insomniac Net. One is that the net controller's answers are always correct, and two, that you have fun doing the net. Before we begin, is there any emergency traffic, announcements, or items of business for the net? Alrighty, hearing nothing. The Win system is, or Sunday Night Net is also live stream on YouTube. So you can look us up by looking up K1BLU on YouTube and follow along there. We're also trying out a new system on the controllers where you can follow along live in the controllers. So that being said, let's go ahead and get started. First on top of our list is Steve in Houston, N5ZUA.
You made it, Teresa.
Welcome, welcome. We can't hear you.
Yes, welcome, welcome.
You're muted. All right, nothing heard from Steve. Let's see, Sunday night, K1BLU. I will put myself as here. And next up is K06 and ET.
Good evening, K1BLU, or... Yeah. I'm here too.
All right, thank you, Robert. How about Jennifer, K06 and ES?
Good evening. This is K06 NES. How you everybody doing? Good to hear you. 7-3.
Alrighty, and K06, NET, and NES are my co-controllers for tonight. They'll be helping me out with the net. The next on our list is Robert, KI5, AOK, our Monday night net control operator.
Good morning, Ryan. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, all you Insomniacs out there. This is Robert, KI5, AOK. Okay, that actually confused the living crap out of me right there. when you did that. Like, okay, no answers. Okay, got it though. All right, it's been a long day today, and my I just found out my my little radio things I use for listening in on here for this net is not working again, and I don't know what's going on. So gotta go through it and figure it out. Anyways, all right. So what's the question for me tonight, Ryan?
All righty, your question for tonight. What product uses the slogan, "Melts in your mouth, not in your hand"? Is that A, M&M's, B, Hershey's Kisses, or C, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups?
Oh, great. You know what? Now my head's confused. Let's see. I want to say. You know what? It's going to be. It is not Reese's. I can tell you that right now. No, it's not Reese's. So that's going to be M&M or Hershey's. And you know what? I'm going to shoot for. I'm going to shoot for M&M's, and I got a funny feeling it's probably the other one, but I'm going to shoot
Robert,
for
you want to take it?
Anyway, so let's go for that answer. I think that was A.
Yep, he is correct.
I can't remember which one that was.
I tried to set up my headphones.
Okay, I'll answer him then. He talks a lot.
And I'll see y'all tomorrow. This is Robert, TI5, okay.
Alrighty, Robert, you are correct with A, M&M's. The slogan was designed to highlight the candy's unique protective sugar coating. Thanks for being out there, Robert. Have yourself a wonderful morning and a great rest of your week. Next up is our Tuesday night net control operator, Teresa, KE5MUX. Who has an expired call sign? Or no?
This is KE5MUX. I'm here. What's my question for the night?
All righty, Teresa, your question for tonight. Have it your way was the famous slogan for which fast food chain? Was that A, McDonald's, B, Burger King, or C, Wendy's?
Well, considering when my mother and I would get into sort of disagreements about the way I was going to do something and I was insisting to do it my way, she would tell me to, all right, have it your way, Burger King. I think I'll go with that for the answer. Have a good net, 73LKE5MUX.
And you would be correct. This tagline emphasized that customers could customize their burger orders to their liking. Your way, right away. At Burger King now. Thanks for being out there, Teresa. Have yourself a wonderful morning and great week ahead. Next on our list is our Wednesday night operator. Right, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday night. Bob and sometimes Lynn, K6IPE.
Evening, Ryan. This is Bob here. Now I have another week without her. Go ahead. 6IPE.
Party time, huh? All righty, your question for tonight. Which soft drinks slogan was the real thing? Was that A, Pepsi, B, Coca-Cola, or C, 7-Up?
As you said it, I said Pepsi in my head, and then I said, no, Dr. Pepper. But now Dr. Pepper's not one of the solution or one of the answers. So I guess stick to my original answer. Let's see where that gets me. 73K6I, Pepsi.
Okay. Well, it wasn't exactly Pepsi. Coca-Cola. This campaign aimed to position the beverage as the original and authentic cola choice. Ain't nothing but the real thing, baby. Ain't nothing like the real thing. Thanks for being out there, Bob. Have yourself a wonderful evening and great week ahead. Next up, our Thursday night net control operator, Ian, AE5ID. So this is kind
I
of how I
messed it
share
with the audio and stuff.
with Robert. how we go back and forth. And I can add 20 different controllers on here. It's pretty cool.
So, is Teresa just watching
All
us
right.
tonight, or is
Nothing
she
heard
helping?
from Ian. Next up is our Friday night duo, Russell and Linda, AF6EQ and K6LBL. But I could add as many as I want through this feed. It's actually a pretty cool setup.
Thank you. Thanks, hun.
How did your Mother's Day go?
All righty. Next up on our list is the first half of our Saturday Night Tag Team Wilt, WB7 VPI.
Yeah, we went to Cracker Barrel and whatnot.
Good morning, good evening, or good day to everyone else on the net as appropriate. What do you got for me tonight, Ryan?
Somebody's trying to jam them out there. All righty, Will, your question for tonight. What breakfast cereal used the catchy phrase, snap, crackle, pop? Was that A, Cheerios, B, Rice Krispies, or C, cornflakes?
Yeah, it's up this Robert the Street.
Yes, bravo, Rice Krispies. 7 through everyone, WB7, VPI, back to net control.
All right, and you would be correct with Rice Krispies. These sounds were meant to mimic the noise the cereal makes when the milk is added to the cereal. Also became the 3 characters on the box, snap, crackle, and pop. Also the sound I make when I get up in the morning, but that's beside the point. Thanks for being out there, Will. Have yourself a wonderful evening and great week ahead, mobile safely. And next up, the other half of our Saturday Night Tag Team, Scott, N7 FGP.
Good evening, Ryan, and everyone out there tonight. Ready for a question?
All righty, Scott, your question for tonight. Good to the last drop is a well-known slogan. Keep keying up. It helps. For which beverage? A, Maxwell House Coffee, B, Folgers Coffee, or C, Lipton Tea?
What is that?
Oh, let's try Alpha. Thanks for doing the net. N7 FGP.
And you would be correct with A, Maxwell House. The slogan implies the flavor remains satisfying down to the very last bit in the cup. Thanks for being out there, Scott. We appreciate it. Have yourself a wonderful evening and great week ahead. And let's see if Form Net Controller Alex is out there. W7 following that money.
What's so funny?
All righty, nothing heard. That concludes our net controller section. Are there any other net controllers or system controllers out there that wish to check in tonight? Please come now with the suffix of your call sign, twice phonetically. Net controllers only.
Yeah, I'm kind of sorry I forgot to say my
Or
call
system
sign.
controllers, for that matter.
Huh?
Yeah, you did. You did forget to say your call sign.
Yep. Well, we're going to do it coming up here for the renew.
Well, I guess the
All
FCC.
right, folks. Moving on down to the Win System members section of the list. These are the members who help us keep the rent and power going for the many repeaters of the Win System. This is Ryan, K1BLU, your net control operator, along with
KO6 and ET.
And KO6, NES.
All righty. Go ahead.
One of those nights. Let's move on down to Steve, KB6WR.
Well, go ahead, Robert and Ryan and your beautiful wife there, Jennifer.
Alrighty, Robert. Your question for tonight. Which candy bar's slogan once encouraged you to work, rest, and play? Was that A, Snickers, B, Mars bar, or C, Kit Kat?
I'll be darned, boy, I eat a lot of candy, but I can't remember that. I'll just say Kit Kat, but that's probably the least popular of the three, and I'll say Kit Kat. I think that's C, KB6WR.
He is correct.
And you would be correct with Kit Kat. The slogan was used to link the candy bar with to various moments of daily leisure activity. Thanks for being out there, Steve. Moving on down to Larry, KN6JLX.
Hi, Robert and Ryan and Jennifer. This is Larry, KN6JLX, along with Stephanie, KN6JLW. Go ahead with our question. Okay, Ryan, we're going to go with Charlie. Thanks for doing the net and have a good week.
And you would be correct. Double Mint. This campaign promoted the specific idea of enjoying two sticks of gum at once. Thanks for being out there, Larry and Stephanie. Moving on down to Tony, W6TL.
This is Tony with G6 Tango Lima here in Oakland. Go ahead, please. I think it was Burger King.
So close. That was not the right one. That would be Wendy's. This humorous slogan questions the substance of Wendy's burgers.
I mean, that little old lady would be disappointed because that was her, main thing.
Well, thanks for being out there, Tony. Moving on down to Chris, W1MER.
Good evening there. Robert, W1MER here, coming to you through the Napa Repeater here in California. So let's hear what you have. They're great. A tiger.
That would be right. Tiger. Tony's powerful phrase for Zeke. And orange, black, and with black stripes are characteristics of a tiger. Thanks for being out there, Chris. Moving on down to Benson. K6 Ben. BEN.
Good evening, Robert and Ryan. This is Benson, K6BEN in Elmer, California. Well, let's see what you got for me. Oh boy, I was really hoping you was referring to the Kool-Aid guy, because then I'll know what the answer is for sure. But now I don't. I'm just gonna guess Pillsbury Doughboy, even though that's probably wrong. Anyway, thanks for hosting the net, K6BEN.
Andrew, be correct. The Poppin' Fresh, the Doughboy. Poppin' Fresh is famous for his white doughy body and his iconic cheerful giggle. Yay! Thanks for being out there, Benson. Let's see if Alan and the Chipmunks are out there. KI6HNL.
That's Alvin, not Alan.
Good evening, Alan here. I am here. Go for it. How about B Bravo, K6HNL?
Bravo, the toucan.
Andrew, be correct. With B.
Bravo, the toucan.
Bravo, the toucan. Toucan Sam is recognized by his large, colorful beak that supposedly helps him follow his nose to the cereal. Thanks for being out there, Alan. I really messed it up. Next is Alan.
Yeah, Alvin and the Chipmunks is out here.
Moving on down to Alex, KN6ZKU.
Good evening, Ryan, Robert, and Jen. This is Alex in Tehachapi, California. I'm ready for my question. I'm going to go with Bravo Tricks. I appreciate you guys doing the nets. Enjoy the teamwork, and you guys have a good night. K6ZKU, thank you.
Andrew, be correct with Trick Cereal. The rabbit is famous for his recent failed attempts to eat the colorful breakfast cereal.
You know, as they say, tricks are for kids, not rabbits.
Haha. Let's try Fred, W6FRC.
Robert, Ryan, and Jennifer. This is Fred, W6FRC. I'm ready for my question. Sneaking suspicion, Ryan, that the answer is going to be B, the Kool-Aid Man. 73 Swell, and back to you, W6FRC.
Oh yeah! That would be correct. The Kool-Aid Man. The
giant red pitcher who often bursts through the wall while shouting,
"Oh yeah!" Thanks for being out there, Fred. Moving on down to Bruce, KM6ZUC.
This is Bruce in beautiful downtown Chihuahua land. Go ahead with my question, please.
Back to you. Kilo Mike 6, Uniform Chihuahua. Thank you for doing the net. A Alpha.
And you would be correct with A, Captain Horatio Magellan Crunch. That's quite a mouthful.
Yes.
The character is well known for his blue navy coat and white wig, often dressed like our first president,
George Washington.
But thanks for being out there, Bruce. Moving on down to Dave, KG6LYI. This is KO6NET.
And KO6NES.
Next is
We can't see it. Oh, KJ6.
KJ6YAO. Jack.
Good evening, all. This is Jack. Fire away. Yeah, I'd laugh at that too because I have absolutely no idea. So I'll go with A. Just to guess one. KJ6YAO. Back to you.
Nope, that was a good try, but it wasn't. It's the Tweaky the Kid.
Twinkie the Kid is often depicted as a
cowboy, though some earlier versions wrote a sailor cap. Thanks for being out there, Jack. Moving on down to Gar, W6AXM. Nothing heard from Gar. Let's try Bud, KI6JIP.
Good evening, this is Bud, KI6JIP. Go ahead. Take us a cheetah.
And you'll be correct with Cheetah. Chester Cheetah is known for his cool demeanor, sunglasses, and love of Cheetos.
It ain't easy being cheesy.
Thanks for...
Alrighty, folks.
Okay, let's try not to mess up on this part.
All right, we got this.
Mike, KN6MIK.
Good evening, Ryan and Robert. Always a pleasure. Glad you're having fun over there. KN6MIK, Mike here in San Diego. Hit me, brothers. I'm going to go with 7-Up. Sort of rings a bell. KN6MIK, back to you, gentlemen.
Unfortunately, sir, that was not the correct answer. The correct answer was Pepsi. The blind taste test often shows that consumers prefer the taste of Pepsi over Coca-Cola. Kind of feel sorry for the Coca-Cola brand. But moving on down to Robert, BK2DY.
Yes, this is Robert, BK2DY. I'll try the questions. Lived in the United States part of my life. BK2DY. Actually, I do remember that. I do remember Mikey Likes It, so that must have been the time when I was living there. I believe that's Life Cereal, BK2DY.
Hey, Mikey. The catchphrase.
Because he likes it. Hey, Mikey. Became a massive culture phenomenon. Thanks for being out there, Robert. Moving on down to Richard, NW7OR.
NW7OR.
Greetings, Jennifer, Robert, Ryan, and Insomniacs everywhere. What you got this week? Ooh, been a while since I've seen that one. I'm gonna go with Ruffles. Could be wrong, but so what? It's a game. Thank you kindly for all you do, and 7-3 to everyone. This is NW7OR.
Oh, yeah, it was close. But that was actually Pringles. The Ruffles had the ridges, but Pringles, well, you can just eat just one. This slogan highlighted the addictive and snackable nature of the stackable chips.
Thanks for being out there, Richard. Moving on down to Patrick, KI7LAG, LAG.
Good evening, all. This is Patrick, KI7LAG. Go ahead with your question. Oh, gosh. I think I'm going to go with C, Charlie, Ovaltine, KI7LAG, back to net.
And you would be correct. That would be Ovaltine. As they always said, make sure to drink your Ovaltine. Little Mikey was known for having a surprising appetite for this beverage.
Hey, for being out there, Patrick. Moving on down to Peter, KE6 Rax, RAX. Okay, nothing heard from Peter. Let's try Scott, KJ7DTX.
Good evening, everyone. This is Scott and Gresham standing by. Well, I don't remember that one, but I think Snickers satisfies, so we're going to try that one. Thanks for running the net tonight. Have a good day, KJ7DTX.
You would be correct. That was Snickers. Yes, Snickers does satisfy. These commercials emphasize the satisfying hunger relief provided by the candy.
Hey, for being out there. Yeah, Scott. Moving on down to Dave, WA7DGY. Well, nothing heard from Dave. Let's try Kevin, AI7GA.
Good evening, Robert and Jennifer and Ryan. Thank you all for doing the net tonight. I'm ready for my question. You know, I think I just realized why I have nightmares about clowns ever since I was little. I'm going to go with Alpha McDonald's. And please give Susan a courtesy check-in tonight. AI7GA.
Okay, we'll go ahead and give her a courtesy. And yes, that would be McDonald's. You know, going over that jingle all the time. I remember when they used to do that, and boy, did that make me hungry every time I heard it. So this iconic jingle famously listed every ingredient found in the Big Mac, and they still have it that way. So that was always pretty good.
Moving on down to CB, KN6TTG. Next up is Chuck and Linda, KN6YMF and XYL.
Good evening there,
dynamic duo plus one. This is Chuck KN6YMF here in St. George. What do you got for me tonight there? Not a clue. I'm going to go with C, and Lynn wants to go with A. Thanks all three of you for doing the net tonight. Appreciate it. Great job to all of you, especially you, Robert. 73s, everybody, and back to you.
Well, that was a good guess on both of those, but it was actually B, almond joy. This simple phrase was used to emphasize the delicious taste of the coconut and almond bar. Also reminded me of the phrase when they said almond joy's got nuts and mounds don't. Yeah, that one always stuck with me too. And sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. That's right. So, good to hear you guys out there.
And this is Kilo Oscar 6, November Echo Tango.
And Kilo Oscar 6, NES.
Moving on down to Joe, KD4, STN. Well, nothing heard from Joe. Let's try Phil, K6, Hack My Suitcase. Well, I'll be darned. Nothing heard from Phil. Let's try Charles, KF6GEN, Jen. Nothing heard from Charles. Let's try Glenn, KD5YYZ.
Hello, this is KD5YYZ, Glenn in Las Vegas, and I'm ready for the question. I'm going to take a guess, and I'll go with Bravo on that. Thanks for doing the net, KD5YYZ. Back to you.
Ooh, good guess. But nope, that would be A, the Butterfinger. Crispity, crunchy, peanut buttery, all that good stuff. This phrase effectively described the unique texture and flavor of the Butterfinger bar. Also popularized by that little troublemaker, Bart Simpson, saying, better not lay a finger on my Butterfinger. So, there you go.
And let's see if Charles out there again. KF6Gen, GEN.
Yes, this is Charles, KF6. Golf Echo November, ready for my question. The citizens say it's 7-Up.
Ooh, good guess. But nope, that would actually be the Coca-Cola polar bear. The polar bear became a beloved and enduring symbol for the Coca-Cola brand. With his cute white fur and his red scarf.
Thanks for being out there. Moving on down to Grant, KG7WKX. Next up would be Grant.
No, you just did him.
Oh, I just did him.
This is David.
David, K7AWX.
Nothing heard.
Nothing heard. Let's try Mike, KB6DHR, Downhill Racer. Go, go, go.
Good evening, Ryan, Robert, and she who is Ryan's wife. This is Kilo Bravo 6, Downhill Racer. And, I think I might have a correction on the potato chip question. You gave the answer, I believe, as Pringles. The correct answer was Lay's potato chips. And I am ready for tonight's input. Oh, man, not me, but I think it's the Planters Peanut guy.
Yes, you'd be correct. That was Planters Peanuts, Mr. Peanut himself. This campaign highlighted the satisfying taste of these specific nuts. Thanks for being out there, Mike.
Who's on down to Kevin, K6KJV. Nothing heard from Kevin. Let's try Todd, KD6DIQ.
Good evening, and I'm ready for my question. I have no questions, but I like C as the answer. I'm not sure, but thank you for running the net. This is Todd, KD6DIQ.
And you would be correct with C, cert. This jingle highlighted the dual nature of the product as both a breast mint and a candy. So, always gotta love Cert. Thank you for being out there.
Moving on down to Carl, KM6. I'm okay. I hope you're okay.
Good evening to the netting family. This is Carl, KM6. I'm okay, and I'm ready for a question. I want to go with my gut and say Popeyes, but it might be Church's, so I'm going to go with Popeyes. Thank you very much for doing that. 73 and back to you guys. This is Carl, Cam6. I'm okay.
Well, even though Popeyes was more like love that chicken from Popeyes, unfortunately it was actually KFC. We do chicken right. Good old Colonel Sanders. This slogan emphasized the brand's expertise in the preparation of chicken. So thanks for being out there. This is KO6NES.
And Kilo Oscar 6, November Echo Tango. Moving on down to, I think it's John, I hope. KO6 FCY.
Good evening, Insomniacs. This is K06SCY, and I am ready for my question.
What is courtesy?
Man, I have just got no idea. I think I'm gonna have to go with Frankenberry. Maybe the square head thing had something to do with that. 73s to all, and really enjoy hearing the whole crew on the net tonight. Thanks so much for doing it. Back to you.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, that was a good guess, but that was actually A, Cocoa Puffs. The crazy squares were animated chocolate cereal pieces used in commercials. Now, when I see Cocoa Puffs, I don't think of squares, but anyway, they still work. Thanks for being out there. Have a good night.
Moving on down to Santos, KJ7ETU. Nothing heard. Let's try Eric, WN7GYF. Let's try Arenza, KK4, red, yellow, green. And green means go.
Yo, I'm at the traffic light. Go ahead.
You know, it's funny. You know I love my Alfa Romeos, but I'm going to have to be in the passenger seat of the Bugatti and see what happens. Back to you, Net Control. I'm sitting in the passenger seat of a Bugatti. How shameful. Eating a Snickers.
And you would be correct with the Bugatti and Snickers. Yes. The slogan directly addressed the feeling of hunger and positioned the bar as a solution. Because they say you're not you when you're hungry. So grab a Snickers and you feel better. So good to hear from you. Have a good night.
Moving on down to Riley, K6ATP.
Evening, Riley and Campbell, and 6-8. I'm at a loss for this one. Let's. See Charlie for me. 7-3, thanks for running the net.
Well, that was a good guess, but no, that was A, Sprite. Fido Dido was a laid-back, cool character associated with this lemon lime drink. Boy, even I don't remember that one. But, yep, that was Sprite. Good to hear from you. Have a good night.
Next up is Alvin, that good old person we all know and love. Well, I know and love. KG5EGD.
Yeah, this is KG5EGD, and I want to say you're doing a great job out there. And this is Alvin and the Chipmunks, and I'm ready for my question. Well, I'm really not sure, but I'm going to pick A. I'm really not sure, but A. Yeah, A.
Well, that was a good guess, but yeah, Lucky Charms actually has the leprechaun, whereas Honey Smacks did feature Dig'em Frog, was known for his love of the sugary puffed wheat cereal. I myself did actually like Honey Smacks; those were pretty good. Good to hear from you. Have a good night.
And I really hope you enjoy your day out there. Moving on down to Keaton, K6MML. Dad, you disappeared from the live stream.
I can't see you.
Nothing heard. Let's try Richard, KN6ZNC. Nothing heard from Richard. Let's try
last week.
Tutor, KM7DSJ. Next, nothing heard from Tutor. Let's try Ray, KK4, Quarter Pounder Burger.
Good evening, everyone on the net. This is Ray in Madison County, Berea, Kentucky. Kilo 4, Quebec Papa Bravo. Go ahead with the question. The best of my knowledge, give me a break, break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. KK4, QPB, thanks for running the net.
And you would be totally correct. Yes, give me a break of that Kit Kat bar. The jingle became instantly recognizable and associated with taking a work break. Have a good night.
Whoops, I accidentally pressed the transmission button and accidentally cut her off, but then I reconnected her back. Thanks for being out there, Ray. Moving on down to Joseph, KN4CRC. That kind of reminds me of RC, or like, RC Teresa. Nothing heard. Let's try Ed. Ed, KO6MMN. Nothing heard. Let's try Lewis. K5TDA. And also says he's newly licensed.
Yes, sir. I'm ready for my question, and I mean, relative to most of these hams, I'm newly licensed, but that was back in 2020, sir. But I'm ready for your question. It's K5TDA. I have no idea, sir. I'll go with C. I think that was that Wendy's option, and I recently changed my call sign, so that might be why. But regardless, 7-3 to you and everyone listening. Thanks for running the net to you and your family there, sir. And this K5TDA, I'll be clear, sir. Thanks. To K5TDA, my call sign was KN6IYG. That was from when I was stationed down in California. I had updated my call sign, and then you made that update maybe a couple weeks ago there. But yeah, that should be it. Sorry for holding up the net here. This K5TDA.
Well, next would be Dave, KF8EXA.
Good evening, Reed family. This is Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo X-Ray Alpha Dave, and I am ready for my question.